Hello and welcome to my first anime review, and to kick things off, I'm going to begin with a quick review of Highschool DxD. And I just realized that DxD is probably supposed to stand for double D's, as in giant ass boobs. Yeah, they're being quite subtle with what they're going to give you in this show based off that title, and if I'm wrong, then I probably sound like a complete idiot. Alright, Highschool DxD is one of those animes that can be put in many different subgenres of anime. It's part ecchi, harem, romance, comedy, and even action and drama. And it's been running for 3 seasons now, and it's got a 4th one on the way. Alright, let's cut to the chase here. I think this anime is fucking amazing. It is really good. I came across this anime a couple of months ago when I just started getting into anime. When I was just randomly watching first episodes of different animes on YouTube, and I'm really glad that I stumbled upon this show, because this is really fucking good. Alright, first I should address the big reason as to whether or not you're gonna start watching this anime, and that would be the fan service. Now, as I stated earlier, this anime is part of the ecchi genre. And oh god, does it really deserve to be part of that genre, because there is a lot of fan service. On the top of my head, I can't think of one episode where it didn't show a girl's boobs, or show a girl getting naked, or taking a bath, or something along those lines. Yeah, there is a ton of fan service, and that can be a pro or a con depending on your views of it. Personally, I don't mind, and I kind of like it, but I understand that some people really don't like fan service, and if you don't, then I suggest staying away from this anime, because there is a lot of it. However, I will say that there is plenty more to this anime than just fan service. Now, ecchi and harem anime tends to get a bad reputation more than any other anime genre, mainly due to the fact that most people think that all they really got going for them is fan service and nothing else. They solely exist to have fan service, and every other part of the anime is bad, and that's pretty much it. Now, I gotta say that Highschool DxD pretty much goes against every single notion of that. One example of this would be through the characters. Now, they aren't just your typical cliche, one-dimensional anime characters that we've seen 100 times before. They're all very well developed, they all have great backstories, and they're all likable. And while there may be a few tropes in them that we've seen before, enough is added to all of them to make them feel original. Now, one person that I'd like to point out of all of them is the main character, Issei. At first glance, he may seem like your typical anime pervert, but unlike other unlikable pervert main characters, Tomaki, Issei is very well developed and very likable. He does have his moments where his perverted side can go overboard, but he does have a calmer, nicer side to balance him out well, and it really works. Hell, he even gets a power in the first season where he can blast the clothes off a woman. One, that is just really funny, and two, can I learn how to do that? And then there's the comedy. Now, most of the humor of this show tends to center around sexual comedy. Like, pretty much just a lot of sexual things happening, and you see it being a pervert, and stuff of that nature. Now, there are more jokes away from that, but I gotta say, if you don't like sexual comedy, then you're not gonna like most of the humor of this show. But for what it's worth, I love the humor of this show. It is really funny. Highschool DxD can make me laugh about 90% of the time. There are just so many moments of this show that I just can't pick out a single one. It's just really funny. The last thing that I want to talk about is the animation. To put it simply, all of it is really good. The character designs are nice, and the general appearance of the show are nice to look at. But it's in the action scenes where Highschool DxD really shines. The action scenes are pretty fast-paced, with the animation being very fluent and very detailed in every sense of the word. Not much to really say on this part, I just really love the animation. And that's Highschool DxD, and I love it. The plots and story are very interesting. It's one of the best of any ecchi anime. The fan service is very good, although it can be a little much for some people. The characters are very likable and well developed. This is one of the funniest comedies out there, and the animation is very nice. I highly recommend watching Highschool DxD. It's one of those shows that does very well at blending multiple genres into one show. Well, what do you think of Highschool DxD if you've seen it? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
like, comment, subscribe. I'm Squid of Baconator Anime, and I'll see you later.